Hey guys, what's up? It's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a full drugstore makeup look. This is going to be for summer to make you glow from within, and it's my favorite go-to look right now. Okay, so we're going to start out with this Wet n Wild Hydrating Blur Stick, and I'm basically going to put it on all of the parts of my face, put it over my acne, under my eyes. It just helps kind of lock in the moisture in your skin and also like blur out all of your pores. This has been my favorite product since I bought it, and it also gives like a nice little cooling effect, which is obviously really nice for in the summertime, but I like it for when I'm not wearing makeup as well. I feel like it gives a really nice like base layer look, and as you can see, I'm kind of just pressing it in with my fingers because I feel like that really helps melt the product into your skin. Next, we're going to be taking this L'Oreal Lumiuncle glotion, which you can use on any part of your body. It's really nice for on your legs as well, but today, as you can see, I'm going to be putting it on my face. I'm doing it on only like the high points. You could put it on all of your face, but I feel like I'm just focusing on the high points and trying to make like my cheeks and my forehead and my nose glow for the most part, but it's just like this nice little tint. It doesn't really give you much color, but it gives you a nice glow. That's what I like. It's not sparkly, but it's like a nice natural glow, and I kind of use it as a primer as well with the blur stick, and I just blend it in with this brush. As you can see, you could use your fingers as well, which I do a lot of the time, but today I chose a brush for some reason. Okay, and for foundation, my favorite foundation ever is the Covergirl CG Smoothers. It's more like a tinted moisturizer or a CC cream kind of thing, but I think it's like 10 times better than any other product that I've ever used for my skin. I'm just using a brush here. You could use your fingers as well, but I feel like the brush gives a great coverage, and it still makes it look so natural. I just blend it all over my face. I'm using this as my concealer under my eyes and over my eyelids as well, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just blending it all over. I would recommend using like a tinted moisturizer or a CC cream through the summer to achieve like that glow look, especially just for every day. I feel like it really helps enhance your natural glow and just make it look more natural and effortless. Okay, and then after we're done blending that out, making sure it's all soaked in nicely, I'm going to be taking in the concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I'm just going to set it on my pimples and kind of just let it sit for a few seconds while I fuss around, and then I will come back and blend it in with my fingers. Which I've been using that process a lot lately, and I feel like it helps make the concealer get a little bit thicker before you start blending it out, and then using your fingers helps use like the heat from your body and helps blend it out and make it look more seamless, at least for me. And with this concealer especially, I feel like this is my favorite way to use it from now on, and so that's what I do here. Okay, now for contour. I'm going to be using a cream contour, which I really highly recommend for in the summertime. This one is by the Cream Shop. It's just their contour kit. It has 3 different shades, and I really like the shades that they are for my skin tone, but like I said, any cream contour kit or any cream bronzer, and I feel like just blend that in on your hollows of your cheeks, and I swear it hits so much differently than a powdered bronzer in the summer. I feel like it helps contain and keep that glow that you're like starting with on the base layer a lot easier than having like a bunch of powder products piled on. So I'm just taking that and adding to give some color onto my forehead, onto my nose, and then onto my cheeks as well. And speaking of powders, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm just going to press it under my eyes. I'm going to take this little dome brush, as you can see, one of my favorite ones. It helps make the powder go on really precisely, and it melts it in my skin, at least for me. But I'm just doing it under my eyes and on my eyelids, just so that those parts don't crease. So I feel like it kind of keeps the look more cohesive and, I don't know, just like more put together, I guess. So everything's not melting all over your face. Next, take your most shimmery bronzer. This is by Physicians Formula. It's just their Vegas Strip Light like bronzer kit thing. It goes from like light to dark, and that's all I have left of it, so you can tell I love it. But it's not super shimmery, but it gives a nice glow. It's a sheen. It's not like chunks of glitter, and I like the shade also because I feel like it kind of enhances like the blush tones in your face as well. But like I said, I'm just putting that on, and I feel like this is a really important step than using a matte bronzer as well, because it helps lock in that glow as well and helps from all angles. It doesn't like make it so you just have a line of like highlight there, but it helps like the whole cheek look glowy. And the places that I'm putting it on my cheeks, on my forehead, and on the tip of my nose, I feel like helps just bring in that like sun-kissed natural like glow where the sun would naturally hit your face. And now I'm going back in with that cream like highlight by L'Oreal, and I'm taking it on my fingers just a tiny bit to add back into that like creamy like glow look from within. I feel like it helps make it go within, because we're not going to be using like a powder highlight. We're just going to be using this, and this is what it looks like so far. And now for blush. I'm taking the Milani Baked Blush in Dolce Pink. It's the 01 shade, and I feel like using a baked blush or like a shimmery blush really helps also enhance the glow. That's why I'm not using a specific like powder highlight. I feel like using all of these powders and products before that, you don't really need to, which I feel like makes it look a little bit more natural than just having like, at least on my face, sometimes having like the powder highlight is a little bit too much, and this is what I do. Now just take your favorite brow product. Mine just so happens to be the $2 e.l.f. brow pencil. It's in the shade Blonde. This thing has been my holy grail since high school. It's affordable, first of all, $2, and also the color I just love for my whenever I'm blonde, but also just the formula. I feel like it really is nice, and you can make it more precise, and you can just throw it on over your brows, and I feel like it really just helps them look a lot fuller, and they stay on all day long. Okay, so now we're going back in with that bronzer that we used, the Shimmer Brick, and we're just using that as our eyeshadow basically. I feel like in the summertime, at least for me, I like to just reach for the same products and use them as many times as I can on my face to minimize the products. And also, like, if you're going somewhere, going to the beach, whatever, you just take in a makeup bag, you can leave everything you don't need and just narrow it down to a few products. It's super helpful. Okay, next we're actually taking a lip liner. Don't get too scared. It's just like this Plum lip liner by Essence. It's a soft contouring lip liner, and we're taking this color specifically for my eyes. I like it on green eyes, and we're just setting it on the lash line, and then we're going to take a brush with a brown color. I'm taking like this dark bronzer, powder bronzer, and I'm just blending it out with that and making like a little bit of a wing. And I really just, trust me guys, I feel like it really enhances the whole bronze look. It brings out the colors in your cheeks, like the bronze and like the blush tones in your cheek, and I feel like it just is really cohesive. I don't know, I've been doing it lately and I really like it. So usually I wouldn't think to use a lip liner like this color on my eyes, because, you know, it can make you look sick or whatever and weird, but I really enjoyed how I've been doing it. Let me know if you like it. Alright, now just take your favorite mascara. I've been loving this e.l.f. one lately with the little ball at the end. It's super cheap. I think it's like $2, maybe $3, and I feel like it really stays on really well. It's kind of hard to get off at night, which is actually good for the summertime, because when you're wet, you don't want it like creasing and getting under your eyes and stuff, so I love it. I'm just taking my hair down, getting ready for lipstick, which this is my new favorite. It's the NYX it's called the NYX Filler Instinct lipstick. It kind of is supposed to give you like that fuller lip in replacement of like lip filler, and this color is really pretty. It's like this corally pink reddish color, and I'm just taking a little bit on my fingers, rubbing it onto my cheeks, you know, like that effortless European vibe. But anyway, so that's it. That's my look. This is how it turned out. Let me know if you happen to try it out and what you think of it. And I actually showed you guys how to do this hair look on my Instagram, so if you want to follow me there, you can go check that out. But yeah, if you did like this video, please like and subscribe down below, and yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye!